students. In this lecture, we'll see how to solve frames with side sway using slope diffusion method. So first of all, let's see what is a side sway. So a side sway in frame is nothing but a lateral displacement which occurs in the frame. Okay. So any horizontal displacement at any floor level, in this case this small horizontal deflection you can see here is called as side sway actually. So most of the frames are restricted from horizontal movement. However, some of the frames will be free to displace in a horizontal direction. Sometimes these are referred to as drift. So this lateral movement is called as side sway, and in most of the cases both these values will be same, delta here as well as delta at this end also. Okay. So now let's see how side sway occurs in a frame. So there are different possibilities for the occurrence of side sway. One of the primest causes a lateral load acting on the structure. It can cause a side sway if there is no proper support to prevent the sway. Okay, and another case is unsymmetric structures which is having unsymmetry in supports, unsymmetry in loads, or unsymmetry in flexural rigidity. So in this example you can see that even though the length of the frame is same and it can be symmetric about the center line, you can note that the support at this point and this point is not same, so which means that this is unsymmetric in support. This is 2EI member is having 2EI flexural rigidity and this member is having EI flexural rigidity. This again means that this is unsymmetric in flexural rigidity. Okay, and if you see the loading position, you can see that the left panel is not having any load, however the right panel is having some load, which means that this is an unsymmetric loading as well. So any of these three conditions can also lead to a side sway. So what happens when a side sway occurs is that there is a delta, a side sway value which is coming here, which is unknown to us. This has to be found out, and also there is always a horizontal load acting at the support. Whenever side sway comes, there is a horizontal reaction at the support. Okay, so we will have to find out this additional side sway as well as this horizontal reactions when you solving problems using side sway. So problems having side sway. Okay, see various cases in which frames are having side sway. So here you can see the frame is unsymmetric because it is having different length as well as there is a horizontal loading as well, which means that this can clearly cause a side sway in the frame. Okay, let's assume that side sway at this B and C are delta. This means B moves by delta amount as well as this C also moves by an amount delta. Okay, so this side sway, whenever we take it in our slope diffusion equation, can be taken as support settlement for the vertical members. Okay, so the term delta in our slope diffusion method is nothing but the side sway for all the vertical members. Clear? So since there is an additional delta, or it is an additional unknown, we have to find out an additional equation. Okay, so this additional equation is nothing but taking the sum of horizontal forces as 0. Okay, which means that there is two horizontal reaction HA and HD, as well as a horizontal force P. So all sum of all this should be 0. So HA plus HD plus P should be equal to 0. So this is our new additional equation. However, in this case we have to know what is HA and what is HD. So we should write HA and HD in terms of support moments MAB and MBA. Okay, for this what we do is we'll take the moment about the top points where the sway occurs. Okay, so if you take the moment about this point B, HA into L1 is a moment caused by HA and it is anti-clockwise, and the support moments MBA and support moments MAB is given clockwise notation, which means that some of this is also clockwise. So you can write that at point B, HA into L1 equal to MAB plus MBA. From that, HA can be written as MAB plus MBA by L1. Okay. Similarly, if you take moment about C, you can say that the clockwise moment, sum of clockwise moment, which is MCD plus MDC, is equal to HD into L2, which is an anti-clockwise moment. So you can substitute this HA and HD in the main equation, which is the additional equation, and find out the and move ahead to solve the problem. Okay. Let's see another example here. So here also the stream is unsymmetric due to the difference in length at both the columns, as well as there is a horizontal loading acting on the column AB, which means that there is clearly, so I'd say delta at support B, sorry, joint B and joint C, there is a delta. Okay, which means that both AB, member AB and member CD will be having a support settlement value delta. Okay, so here also the unknown equation, additional equation will be sum of horizontal forces equal to 0, which is HA plus HD plus P is equal to 0. And here also you have to take the, you have to write HA and HD in terms of support moments. So take moment about B and C. So if you take moment about B, we have PA into A1, okay, plus HA into, sorry, P into A plus HA into L1 is equal to, so both of these are anti-clockwise moments, is equal to sum of clockwise moment, which is MBA plus MAB. From that you can get an equation for HA. And you take moment about C here, you can see HD into L2 is equal to sum of clockwise moment, which is MDC plus MCD. Okay. Now let's move on to another case here. So here also the length of the columns are different, which means that the problem is symmetric, and the loading is acting on the right hand side column and in the opposite direction, so as seen in the earlier case, and it is a UDL here. Okay, so the sum of horizontal force will be HA plus HD is equal to W into L2. So that will be an equation, additional equation. Now we have to write HA and HD in terms of our support moments MAB, MB, MCD and MDC. So if you take moment about this point B, we have HA into L1 is equal to MBA plus MAB. So HA into L1 is anti-clockwise and MAB plus MBA is clockwise moment, right? So you get a relation between H for HA, okay, which is this one. And now take moment about C. So here you can see like HD will cause an anti-clockwise moment, which is HD into L2, and W load UDL W will cause a clockwise moment at C, which is nothing but W into L multiplied by L by 2, which is the length to the centroid. So W square by 2 is a clockwise moment along with MDC plus MCD. So equating, we have HD is equal to MCD plus MDC plus WL square by 2 by L2. Okay, so this is the general procedure. So whenever the side sway happens, we have to have an additional equation, which is obtained by taking the sum of horizontal forces equal to 0. So we have to rewrite the horizontal reaction in terms of our support moments. For that you have to take moment about those side sway points as 0. Okay, now let's see an example here. So here we have a portal frame ABCD. So if you take about the center line, the problem is symmetric about due to support, as well as EI is constant, which means that it is symmetric about due to flexure rigidity also. However, the loading is unsymmetric, which means that there is a side sway happening. So let the side sway be delta at B and C. So at B as well as at C, there is a side sway value delta, which means that for member AB and member CD, whenever you are writing slope reflection equation, you have to include an unknown delta value in that, okay, which has to be found out later. MAB and MCD is subjected to no loading, which means that FEM AB, FEM BA, FEM CD and FEM DC is equal to 0. Okay, FEM BC will be PAB square by L square, which is something like this, which is nothing but we have to use reactive anticlockwise moments are negative. So here we have an anticlockwise moment which is reactive, which means that it is minus 10.24, and FEM CD will be something like this. So it is a reactive clockwise moment which is positive. So that is PA square B by L square, which is 2.56. Okay, so other non-displacements are theta A and theta D is 0 because those are fixed supports. Okay, delta is unknown. Also theta B and theta C is unknown, which means that we have to get 3 equations for solving the problem. Okay, so before proceeding, we'll write the slope deflection equation for each of the members. So there are 3 members, which means that there will be 3 into 2, 6 slope deflection equations. So MAB is equal to A by L into 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta by L. So please note AB and CD are vertical members, which means that on both of these there will be an unknown delta force, which is support settlement, to be substituted in those. Okay. However, the horizontal member BC will not be having any support settlement, so delta value will be 0 for horizontal members. Okay. So substituting, theta A is equal to 0, theta D is equal to 0, delta is unknown, theta B is unknown, and theta C is unknown. And also substituting the FEM values, we have different equation for our slope support moments MAB, MBA, MBC, MCB, MCD, and MDC. Okay, so you have to write it down. So if you check, if you want to find out all these support moments, theta B is unknown, theta D is unknown, delta is unknown, and theta C is unknown. Okay, so we want 3 additional equations. Let's see what are the equation we are going to find out. So I'm going to use, so first one, at joint B, sum of support moment should be equal to 0, which is MBA plus MBC equal to 0. So we substitute what is MBA and MBC, and we get an equation which is having theta B, theta C, and delta. So that will be our first equation. At joint C also, sum of support moment should be equal to 0, which means that MCB plus MCD should be equal to 0. So okay, so that is another equation we are going to use. So we substitute MCB and MCD value, you get another equation in terms of theta B, theta C, and delta. Okay, and the last equation we are going to use is HI plus HD equal to 0 in this case because there is no horizontal force. Okay, so HI plus HD is equal to 0. We have to write what is HI. So HI is nothing but MAB plus MBA by L1. Okay, so that is one thing, and HD is nothing but HD into L is equal to MDC plus MCD, which means that HD is equal to MCD plus MDC by length. So the L1 and L2 are same, so you can write MAB plus MBA plus MCD plus MDC equal to 0. Substituting them from slope to equation, you get another equation in terms of theta B, theta C, and delta. Okay, so we have 3 simultaneous equations. So you can solve to find out the 3 unknowns, theta B, theta C, and delta. Once the theta B, theta C, and delta values are obtained, you can substitute back in the moment slope deflection and find out the unknown support moments. Clear? So this is a simple method to solve the frames using side swing. So frames having side swing. Okay. So once the moments are obtained, you can mark the support moments first, and then again you can draw the bending moment diagram as well. Okay. Then you can try later by yourself. That's it for today's lecture. Thank you.